stay dangerous 100%. They just be lame, that's 100%. We live in large, yeah, 100%. I feel like my charge on 100%. I just told her she don't see, now she asking way too many questions. They know what I meant. They let me back in my bag, now my foot on the way on the gas like 100%.
Welcome back to another video. Bit of a interesting way to start. First of all, we're in a car. I have my helmet on. Second of all, I'm on the left side of the car, which means we are in America right now. We are currently in Tucson, Arizona. We got invited out by Insta360 to attend an event and also do some videography work for this event, which is really cool. We landed in yesterday, picked up this rental car. This is my first time driving in America as well. As you can see, I have my motorcycle helmet, which means the event involves motorcycle riding and Insta360 cameras, so it's going to be a really exciting video, really exciting trip. Wow, yeah, we're literally going into a sandstorm right now.
First off, I want to say thank you guys. We appreciate you coming out here for this Insta360 day. We want to get some things kicked off with Adam. I think he had a couple things he wanted to get with us on products and things, and we want to jump into what we're going to be doing.
We've got a bunch of cool accessories for all you riders, and cameras as well. So we've got the Go 3S and the X5, which is going to be exciting to test out on the track today.
It's like Christmas. We want to start this morning off with a couple little things. Are the Yamaha Champions Riding School. We just got a deal put together with Insta360 as well. But for the most part, we use the cameras for at the school, filming students, being able to kind of, bring the experience to life and kind of critique the students riding, which is our big thing.
We went at this from a different approach. We are content creators as well. We also use the cameras for educational purposes. You have such a unique product. Let's use it in this environment to make people better riders.
And here we are in Willcox, Arizona with Insta360 and the Yamaha Champions Riding School. Massive shout out to Insta360 for making this possible and really supporting brands and creators. It's going to be a sick day full of learning, filming, riding and exploring, so make sure to stick around and watch the full video. The day started out with the instructors running us through a quick classroom and actually taking us out on the track to show us the layout and get closer to the action.
Kind of show you this, but we're trying to lay the track out a little bit with cones. Our goal is to be down here parallel with the two cones. It puts the bike in a pretty good spot to accelerate. Watch out for rattlesnakes.
What? He just said watch out for rattlesnakes.
They go back to the throttle before the corner actually physically opens up. He's pointed this direction. We're gonna let it come in, slow turn point. Now I'm in a position where I get to accelerate. I accelerate here, so I have to roll back on. I'll pick up brakes. I'll trail off as I add steering wheel input. Then you feel the chassis of the van start to settle. As I get pointed, I unwind that steering wheel as I add those acceleration points. Now our eyes are up to the outside of the racetrack. We're thinking, what is next? Next is my braking reference. If I put that into my vision early, I can start to see some of these things a little bit sooner. I have more time to react. We brake the nervous before that. Right? In the minivan, it may only need to be back in through here. I'll still turn in that 400. Now you can adjust brake pressure as we get in. We let it slow turn and point. If I can accelerate, because I'm giving away a lean angle in the van, eyes are jumping up to the left-hand side of the racetrack. Again, we get to our max brake pressure while we're straight up and down, but we'll trail off the brakes as we're starting to tip in. As we get it pointed, we can accelerate. We're gonna use all the racetrack here out of 4. We're sacrificing 5. Not gonna get rushed in, so I wanna come down on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes. Neutral, neutral, corner opens up, we get to start to accelerate again. Hopefully no one's gonna throw up on me. No, we're good. We're not gonna get rushed. We'll turn up into those brakes. We lost the brakes. Yeah. Whoop, there we go. All right, it didn't like that.
The brakes are going.
We're headed on this lap. It happens.
Got a beautiful selection of bikes over there. I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick. I think we get to swap and change around throughout the day, so I might be able to test out all of these bikes. There's R6s there. We've done so much already this morning. I'm excited to just learn and have some fun, so it should be good. We've got this huge selection of bikes here, from MT-03s to MT-07s, R7s, R6s, and to start the first learning section of the day, I've chosen the R7, number 84. Yeah, I think later on in the day, gonna have to swap over to an R6, and first impressions in R6 on a racetrack, which is sick. Massive shout out to Insta360 for putting together this whole thing. It's crazy. I'm also doing videography work at the same time, trying to document everything for the official Insta360 video. So yeah, lots going on today, but I really do just want to learn a lot about the track, about everything basically on the bike, and starting out on the R7.
If we get our hand up, everyone in the group gets their hand up, we're going to stop somewhere safe. We want to be able to stop, talk with you, maybe coach you a little bit.
Dude, how sick is this? This is insane.
Working on eyes, getting them moving. Where am I going? Did I get there? Where am I going? Did I get there?
I got Caro in the car. We're a little jet lagged. She's really tired, so she's waiting. Heading out onto the track. As you already know, we had a pretty intense hot lap in the minivan.
Slow turning point. If I can accelerate, because I'm giving away a lean angle in the van.
Now we're on the bikes. Got to get used to the track again and used to the bikes. I've never ridden an R7 before, or an R6, and we're going to be riding those both for our first time today. We're in Arizona. Absolutely mental. Look at the view. It's insane. Hey, R7's got some power. Very slippery, the suit. I don't think this R7 has grips. No, it doesn't. Okay. We're behind the instructor now.
These first few laps and sessions were very chill. It was just to learn the track, follow the instructor, and to try and learn the best lines as well.
Okay, second session out. We're not following the instructor anymore. We're doing drills. So they'll give us something to work on and we'll go do that for a lap, and yeah.
For this one, we're going to focus on our outside leg into the tank. This will allow us to engage our core, which will make our hands light on the bars. Okay? That's where we're at. Go.
Hands light on the bars, gripping the tank with the outside leg.
Next one, I want you to force your eyes up to the exit sooner.
Wow, that does help. I thought I was focusing on corner exit until I really got told to do it, and it feels a lot nicer. We're going to be doing TwoUPs later where they just take us around the track while we're sitting on the back, which is nuts.
I'll draw the brakes on 10 feet longer than you normally would.
Into the corner?
Longer into the corner.
Yep.
What this does is you should feel like you're going to run off the inside curve. That
Yep.
means you get to stand it up. And if you stand it up, guess what you get to do?
Throttle, yeah.
Let that dog eat.
That felt pretty good.
How was that?
That was good. Definitely tighter.
Yeah.
Better line, yeah.
And so now you think about like, I could close my cornering radius without throwing a ton of lean angle at it.
Yeah, and just stay safe.
Safe.
Yeah.
Right? Right. So this next one, I want you to play with counter steering, right? We counter steer to initiate the change of direction. But at some point we have to let the steering head go back to neutral.
To what it's doing,
Okay?
yeah.
So go play with it.
Okay.
What'd you do last?
Counter steer.
Counter steering. You're my marker now. Be over the curb at every apex. I basically do not want you to miss an apex, and I don't care how slow you have to go to get there.
Yeah.
So slow. All right.
Okay, sweet.
Do not miss an apex. I'm
Yeah.
watching. And you get 3 demerits on your permanent record.
All right. Yep. 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 Yes. Yep, pretty much. Head out here. Yep. Oh, come on. That was questionable. I got it. Yep. Got it. Yep. 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 No.
Okay, park it.
Okay, 2-up time.
You done the 2-up yet?
No.
Oh my god, you have to.
I'm about to, that's what I'm waiting for.
You already go for a 2-up?
I haven't yet, no.
You want to go for one?
Yeah, sure.
Saddle up, partner.
How spicy?
Spicy.
American spicy or Mexican spicy?
Mexican.
Or Thai? Thai spicy?
Indian spicy. Sheesh, okay, I gotta hold on. Oh, wow. Wow, we do have someone in front of us. Whoa! 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 Okay. Ooh, they're braking. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, this is the line he takes here. Okay. That was insane. Unreal. Unreal. This is levels. Levels. Oh, he's skipping the track. Oh my. Oh my sheesh! Just did a wheelie! Wow. Oh my gosh. How the heck do you get so fast into the corner? What? What? Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Bro, that was sick.
How was that?
That was insane. Like, I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, but that was just unreal. That was sick. Thank you, bro. That was awesome. Oh, camera's still there. My gosh, are we recording? Wow. Okay, back on the R7 with my skills. Wow. I honestly don't know if I'd want to do that again. Kind of what he did. Already messing it up. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. That was awesome. I wouldn't mind trying the R6 possibly on the next run, or at least one time today. Learning so much already. There's so much to think about, so I'm definitely missing everything I've learned each lap, but it's all about the practice and the consistency, and eventually it all just comes one basically. But now there's so many things I'm thinking of. Oh, but yeah, that was mad. Unreal. That was sick. I think it's lunchtime now.
I realized the route to get this money ain't the safe route. The kid really about to be outside like she days out. Last year and now been up and down, but I won't face it.
Sick. Okay, the setups feels a little different to what the R7 was, so I have to get used to this. Whoa, those are cool. Those are really cool. I don't know, that looks sick. You go fast. Nah, you go. We'll warm up the tires. Let's see what the R6 has got. Tires a bit. I feel like the ZX6 has got a little bit more than this. Fast, man. R7 has more torque than this. Hit our apexes. doubler. I do honestly really like stopping every few laps and them telling me something to work on over just doing a bunch of laps. Definitely get tired sooner, obviously not stopping. That was fun though.
I'm about to blow though, they know when you know. They gon' hate to see it when you know. They gon' tell you shoot for all them stars, but hate it when you get to Mars. They rather see you in some dead no Bruno.
We're hopping on these little things for a little bit to go work on body position. I feel like that is my main thing. I'm kind of not so confident on. I'm messing up. So we're gonna go rip these. It's gonna be sick. Oh, this kind of feels at home. Dirt bike. Have they been warmed up? I feel like maybe we should let them run a bit. Yo, let's go. Look at this place. Wow. We just got some jet fighters here. US Air Force. We need to get some cinematics here later. We got a little lesson.
So ergonomics with your body and the motorcycle, right? This is gonna feel a little funky, but it all transfers over. Think about your outside knee in line with the seat here. Where your butt places at that point, it's determined by how big you are. The crack of your ass on the seam of the seat. So again, just like about a half a butt cheek off, butt cheek off. And inside foot, same concept. That toe, putting that foot peg in the middle of the toe slider. Right, and it's a little funky, right? Normally we would be like this, but we're gonna drag our toes. So you gotta over-exaggerate, pick up the toe slider, and put it on the foot peg there.
Yeah. Oh, I really want to do that.
I'm gonna pick up my knee a little bit, get my head over.
Yo. No, at one hand.
Body position's great.
Yeah?
Yep. All you gotta do is add more throttle to it because we're adding lean angle without the speed and we get into a tight circle and it gets too crazy. You need to do a bigger circle, like that kind of circle. See, that's a good size circle, okay?
Okay, and my elbow is like in line with...
Dude, everything's great.
Okay.
Yep, just throttle and lean angle. 1.1, 1 to 1. 1 to 1, 1 to 1, okay?
Whoa. Oh! You good, man?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yep, you're good. Did you get your knee down?
Nah.
You're close, man.
Am I? I feel so far away.
No, you got this. You're good, you're good.
Bit more speed?
Yes.
Oh, let's go. We hit it. I need to get further out. I tapped it. Okay, I can actually see where the limit is now. Let's go. Oh, let's go, knee down on this little thing. Okay.
butt.
Too much butt.
Way too much butt.
Okay.
Right? And it's fine. I didn't want to say anything until you touched your knee. It's fine. I didn't want to say anything until you touch your knee. But we had so much butt that we're kind of like starting to get to the point where we're supporting the weight in our inside.
Yeah.
So I remember, crack on crack.
Okay.
Be like the seam of the seat on your ass.
Yep.
And then upper body. I want to get that elbow knee out here.
Okay, butt's too far off.
What you were doing was perfect. You were kind of easing into it, and you could tell too, because when your knee touched, it's not a hard impact. It's kind of like.
And the butt looked better that time too?
Way better.
Okay.
Remember to go both ways.
My right hand is definitely not as good. Oh, I don't know if I can get the right. Whoa, hit the right, but it was abrupt. I am nowhere near as good as the right, so I need to practice it more. I'm a lot more comfortable for the left over the right.
Did you get your knee down to the right yet?
Nah.
What the fuck? What are we waiting for?
Yeah. Oh shit. Let's go. That felt good. That felt better than the left. Yo, let's go. Yo, that was it. We got the right side good. Okay, left is now harder all of a sudden.
I'm glad the snakes out the way and they show the true colors. I see all the print. I couldn't see it at first, but that's just how it go when you riding the foreign with tape. I'm on my way to a track, to be honest, I'm not trying to talk. Get paid when I vent. I get my drip from my wall. She say I'm famous like that to a certain extent. Gotta stay dangerous 100%.
Instructor taking me out. He's gonna follow me and give me some pointers, but definitely what I need. Alright, I haven't been on the track for a while.
We've got an instructor following us now with an X5 mounted to his bike, so I can see my body position, my lines, I can see everything from third person and learn things from this footage that I most likely wouldn't have picked up without this. So it's a very powerful tool having the 360 camera to just track me the entire time and learn from that footage. A good thing having the X5 mounted to the instructor's bike as well, he's actually taking the perfect line every lap we go around, and as you can see, my line isn't like the perfect line. I'm trying to hit apexes, but a lot of the time I'm not setting it up right and I'm not exiting right. That's also because I don't really know the track 100% yet. I haven't learned it to its fullest capacity. But yeah, you can definitely see where the instructor is taking the perfect lines and where he'd just easily be able to overtake me in a real racing situation. Right here, I go a little bit too wide and he hugs in and hits the apex, comes out a little wide here, and then hits the apex again. I believe he mentions this to me later on when we pull over. But yeah, it's been an insane day. We've gotten up to so much and I'm feeling pretty tired at this point as well, especially since we landed in Arizona yesterday. Today I was feeling pretty jet lagged, so I really just wanted to survive the day and just learn as much as I possibly could, go home safe with lots of knowledge to take back to Australia. Getting so close to the knee down there. That might be my favorite corner on the track. It's very smooth.
Really good. So a couple things with some of the lines. When you get some of those double apex corners, you'll come off the first apex, then we'll want to get a little bit wider, and that lets you kind of see the next corner exit a little bit sooner.
Okay.
So, you know, sometimes if we just go from the first to the second, the bike will stay in lower than we want, especially places like turn 2. Overall, body actually looks pretty good. I like seeing you accelerating and braking, so getting definitely a lot of feedback into the bike. One thing is hold the handlebars. So when we think about we're starting to move our body, you're doing a pretty good job initially, but then you'll kind of bend both elbows, so your weight kind of comes down and forward, which really doesn't give the bike much of a signal. You do a nice job sitting up, and then when you go to move your upper body, you kind of come down and forward into the wind.
So I need to just be going side.
Yeah, so hold the handlebars. Think about almost like you'll sit up on the brakes, your arms go straight. Now think this elbow bends, but this one stays straight, and there's that kind of rotation in your chest. That's what actually gets your vision kind of out this way directly into the corner. And do that one more time. See how your hand has to actually get that rotation on the grip, right? So you always see a screwdriver grip on the right. You come this way, your hand position changes, you're like this. As we go over to the left, it's a little bit more like the OK symbol, where almost like the pinky side's gonna come off. You'll find a lot more of mobility, be able to actually get the throttle open if you kind of relax the back part of your hand, and then elbow to the fingertips is trying to stay straight, right? So if you feel like you get kind of kinked up in the wrist, you'll just kind of pivot your, more like that.
Okay, so my butt's not too far off the seat or anything?
No, I thought actually where you were was looking pretty good on the lower body. It was mostly the upper body part.
So is my foot position and knee far enough out?
I thought you did good with it. Think as much as you can, almost like you're going to flex your ankle forward a little bit more. And just think really any sport, right? You watch a catcher in baseball, they hang out. But when the pitch comes, they want to be here to transfer their weight quicker. Same thing with us. Like when the corner's coming up after your downshift, you want to almost flex that ankle forward. So the moment you move, you're catching the weight and the bike gets the signal to steer right away. If we stay a little bit relaxed, it'll kind of hinge and bend. It just takes the bike a little bit longer to steer in there.
Okay, so knee's good, and is my head far enough down, or is it too centered?
Yeah, you were moving a lot, but it was coming forward versus to the sides. That was the big thing. As you straighten that outside arm, that's really what's going to push your body to where it needs to be. But as you bend both, it just kind of makes you come down.
Okay, yeah, because I grew up doing motocross, so I think this is from the motocross.
They're always like that.
Yeah, so I need to untrain it.
Be on top of it. Kind of, as far as just like overall where you're placing the bike, vision looked really good. Couple little line things, which, you know, if you can get the eyes up a little earlier in a few spots, it'll start tying together and kind of slow things down.
It's starting to sprinkle a little bit.
Yeah, it'll blow through pretty quick. I think we just got this one cloud over here for a second.
Okay.
This isn't really wet enough to really be much of a concern.
Feels so much better on the wrist.
Yeah, it is definitely so valuable having this X5 360 footage to watch back later. On top of all the feedback he was giving me, when I actually watch this footage back, I'm able to link the feedback he was giving me to certain parts of this footage and learn a lot more from it instead of just hearing his words and not actually seeing it visually, like myself doing these things, doing the mistakes he was bringing up, hitting the wrong lines or doing this correctly. So it's just been incredibly valuable having this footage and also the instructor's feedback. So I hope it's also been valuable to you. I hope you've been able to learn something new from this video as well, and this is just pretty much the start of the journey. I want to document and record my entire journey on the track, and this has definitely been what should have been my first track experience instead of what unfortunately did happen on my first track day in Australia. So this has been an insane opportunity, and I can't thank Insta360 and the Yamaha Champions Riding School enough for this. But yeah, I'm going to be bringing you all along with me on the journey, and I hope this video has also been a lot of value to you and stuff that you can learn and take from for your own riding as well.
So much fun, incredible. I definitely want to do more track days. I think a track bike build is coming. The more I practice, the faster we'll get, the better we'll get, and the better the videos, the more entertaining the videos will be. But I want to do it safely, unlike my first track day.
Good, definitely better with the upper body. One thing you can think about is like trying to get your toes a little bit more over the edge of the foot peg. Like,
Okay.
Get up here. Part of like what your knee won't open quite enough is like you'll start hitting that heel guard.
Right, yeah.
So as you kind of scoot your foot that way, that gives you kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
to get like up on top of the chain.
Yeah.
That'll let you move a little bit more.
Yeah, so I think that was definitely a weird feeling for me. Was
Yeah.
I was
and
too
they do
close
that a
to
little bit like you'll see it in MotoGP because they can lean the thing over
So far.
now 64 degrees or whatever of lean angle.
Yeah.
They're trying to move stuff out of the way from dragging.
Yeah.
But if you look at a lot of like the superbike guys and stuff, like there'll be a little bit more over the edge of the foot peg because it's a leverage thing.
So
I feel a little bit more comfortable.
like there.
Yeah, yep. Still on the kind of the ball of your foot, but that gives you the clearance where you actually get to rotate and like think almost like your toe to your knee is almost staying straight. The pivot's really kind of happening kind of from your pelvis, right?
Jacob has requested me
I have
to do a flip.
I want to see one in person. I'm so excited.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh shit! I don't know.
Very nice, very nice.
Maddie can't block my motion. Knife in my bag, but I can never
See it.
What? No. No way.
Jeep dog cause commotion. Ain't really tripping. I peep all the tension. The day got to end at the end of the day. If you ever
And that is going to bring an end to the Insta360 and Yamaha Champions Riding School track day video. Absolutely insane experience flying out to Arizona for this track day and getting the opportunity to learn as much as I did and share it with all of you as well. So if you're interested in any Insta360 cameras, if you want to get your buddies to film you while you're out riding track and have an angle like this to review yourself while you're out on the track, definitely consider getting the X5 through the link in my description. It's a special affiliate link, and at the moment I think you can still get a free motorcycle bundle with that link. With all that said, if you did enjoy, please show this fit some respect, and YouTube is recommending you to watch this video right here. I didn't say that, that's YouTube's opinion, so definitely click that video and I'll see you over there.
I couldn't see it at first, but that's just how it go when you riding the 4 with 10.